Hello students, I am Sunny sir from Mahadi English School. This video is for students of class 2 subject science. Today's thought: the future depends on what you do today, written by Mahatma Gandhi. So this thought is an impressive one. It tells us that what we do today is the most important thing. Don't think about tomorrow. Think what you are doing today. Is it right or not? Because what you do today will definitely change your future. Good habits that you have to follow. You should get up early in the morning every day. You should brush your teeth every single day. Take your bath every day. Do your homework and then play. Always use a dustbin for throwing the garbage. Wash your hands before and after eating. Eat healthy food and avoid junk food. Respect your elders, whether they are your parents, grandparents, relatives. Respect everyone equally. We will continue with the revision for Essay 2 exam, and today's video we are going to start chapter 11, water. We will revise the chapter. I will give the revision explanation of the lesson. Then we are going to solve some interesting worksheets related to chapter 11. So all of you are requested to be seated with their science textbook open. If you don't have the textbook, watch the video carefully and sit with your rough book, pencil, eraser. So let's begin revising lesson 11, water. Lesson number 11, water. Water and sources of water. So in this chapter first we are going to learn about water and the sources of water. Let us see. So in this chapter we are going to learn about these 4 important points: sources of water, storage of water, drinking water, and saving water. Look at the pictures given below and tick the boxes for the activities where water is being used. So there are 4 activities given. We have to see the picture and put a tick mark if we require water for that activity. If we don't require, we will put a cross mark. See, the first activity is bathing. Do we need water for that? Yes, we need water for bathing. So we put a tick mark. Because we need water for bathing, we put a tick mark over here. We do need water for bathing. Number 2, do we need water for reading? No, we don't need water for reading. So here we put a cross mark, as we don't need water for reading. Then see number 3. Do we need water for washing clothes? Yes, we need water for washing clothes. So there we shall put tick mark. Then do we need water for sleeping? No, we don't need water for sleeping. So there we put cross mark. Let us put the cross. So this activity doesn't require water, and this one. Whereas bathing and washing clothes requires water. See what is given below. We all need water to live. Water is used for many things. Let us learn more about water and where it comes from. So isn't it correct? We all need water. For many things we need water. And without water we cannot live. We cannot survive without water. Water. Water is the most precious element on earth, and it needs to be saved at all the cost. Right? Water is the most precious element. As I had told you during the online lectures, that water is very important element. Without water, it is impossible to survive on our planet Earth. It is very difficult to survive. It is the need of all the human beings. If we waste water, our future is in danger. Without water, there would be no life on earth as we know it. Right? As I just told you, see, this is our planet Earth. This blue color portion which you can see, that is water. So much of water we have on our planet. But we cannot drink all the water that we can see over here, because all the water that you see is not pure. See, over here it is given more than 70% of surface of earth is covered by water. This is water. More than 70%. So you just imagine 70% means more than half of our earth's surface is covered by water. But should we waste it? Should we let it waste? Should we let it go away from our hands? We have to protect it. We have to take care of the water on earth. Only 3% of the entire water on the planet is fresh water, which means only 3% of the entire water resource can be consumed. Consumed means we can drink. So just imagine that so many people live on this planet. In the world, so many people live on the earth. All of them need water. But only 3% of water is drinkable. Only 3%, which is very, very less. More than 70% of water we have. But can we drink that 70% of water? No, we can drink only 3% of it, and that is very less. So it is a warning for all of us. We have to take care of this natural resource that we have got. Some of the major sources of fresh water are river water, lakes, groundwater, and rainwater. So from where do we get water? We get water from river, from lakes, from ground we get, and when there is rainfall, we get water from all these places. Lakes, from ground, from rain, we get water from all these places. Remember, these are the sources of water. Sources means from these places we can get water. See, these are the sources of water. Well, rain, stream, river, tap, lake. All these are called sources of water. These 6 which you can see are called the sources of water. We can see well mostly in the villages. Rainfall gives us maximum water. Stream, which is a small area of water. River, big area of water. Tap, which we have at home, we can open the tap and get the water. Lake, small area of water. Now let us study about the sources of the water in detail. We get water from rain. The water from rain is called rainwater. So this you have to write in your book. We get water from rain, and the water from rain is called rainwater. This is the definition of rainwater. We get water from rain. The water from rain is called rainwater. R-A-I-N-W-A-T-E-R, rainwater. It is a compound word, means there are 2 words joined over here. Rain plus water. Rainwater. The water that we get from rain. Collecting rainwater it will help us to save the water. If you collect the rainwater, not like this, you cannot collect the water in your hands, but you can collect it in the big containers. I will show you just now that you can save the rainwater that way. And when you save the rainwater, you can definitely use it for the future purpose. See, like this. The collecting of rainwater simply involves collection of water from the surfaces on which the rain falls and storing this water for later use. See, the rain falls on the surfaces like this. This is how the rain falls on the surface. And we can save this water. How can we save this water falling down? This way we can save the water. See, you can save it in the big tanks. The water is dripping, it is falling from the edge, from the surface. So this is the way you can save the water. The dripping water can be saved in the big containers which are shown over here. So what's given over here? See, normally water is collected from the roofs of buildings and stored in the rainwater tanks. So these are rainwater tanks, as you can see. This is rainwater tank. And big buildings are there. There are big buildings. You can store the water which falls down from that big buildings in this rainwater tanks. See these three. Can you identify what are these three things? We have already learnt. Rainwater fills ponds, lakes and rivers. This is the image of pond, lake and river. When there is rainfall, these three things get flooded with water. The water overflows sometimes in ponds, lakes and rivers. Remember, ponds and lakes are very small area of water, but river is big area of water. River is very big, whereas ponds and lakes are smaller. Sometimes we build dams and canals to use the rainwater. See, this is dam. This is how the water is stored inside the dams. These are called check dams. And when the dams are fully flooded with water, they are opened so that some water can be released back into the river. And this is called stream. The canals are there. The stream of water, and this is a canal. So we make this canal and dams only for one reason. What is the reason? So as to save water. If you want to save water, you can save gallons of water. So many liters of water we can save by building dams and canals. See how the water is saved over here. So we can find out so many other ways in which the water can be saved. Some rainwater also seeps into the ground and is known as groundwater. So, do you know that when there is rainfall, some of the water goes inside the ground, it seeps into the ground, and that water is called groundwater. What is the meaning of seeps? Seeps means flow slowly through. Means flow slowly through. That water which goes inside the ground, slowly it goes inside the ground and it stays there under the ground. It is called groundwater. What is the spelling of groundwater? GROUNDWATER. Groundwater. Here also it is a compound word. Two words are joined. See, ground plus water. Groundwater. So, some of the rainwater seeps into the ground. It goes inside the ground, which stays inside the ground. It's called groundwater. Some rainwater flows away over the ground. Some water seeps into the ground. All the water we get comes from rain, right? So not all the water goes inside the ground. Some water flows away over the ground. It dries up over the ground. And some water goes inside the ground. So all the water that we get comes from where? From where does it come? It comes from rain. The rainy season lasts for 3 or 4 months. Right? As we all know, monsoon season, the rainy season lasts for 3 or 4 months, not more than that, maximum 4 months. Sometimes it is 3, 3.5 or 4 months. So, along with us, all the living things use this water all year round. So for the rest of the months, because we have 12 months in a year, so if there is rainfall for 4 months, then rest of the 8 months, because 4 plus 12 is 8, so rest of the 8 months we have to use the same water that we have got during rainy season. And not only us, there are other living things also. Animals are there, birds are there, so many living things are there. All these living beings use the water which we get from rain. So, we have to preserve rainwater. We have to take care of the rainwater. Right? Because rainy season will only be there for 3 or 4 months, and the rest of the time we have to use the water which we have collected during the rainy season. So, be careful, be wise while using the water. Then, these are the sources of water that we have already seen. Let us see the images and do write the names of all these sources of water. What is the meaning of this? Sources of water means from where do we get water? From which places do we get water? Let us read one by one and also write down. The first source of water is river. R-I-V-E-R, river. This is the first source of water. R-I-V-E-R, river. Number 2 is C-A-N-A-L, canal. C-A-N-A-L, canal. This is also the source of water, canal. Number 3 is T-A-P, tap. T-A-P, tap. You open the tap, the water comes out from the tap. Tap is also the source of water. Then number 4 is H-A-N-D-P-U-M-P, hand pump. Hand pump is also the source of water. With this pump, you can take the water out. You have to pump this hand pump and take the water out. Then it is L-A-K-E, lake. Lake is also the source of water. L-A-K-E, lake. Then we have dam. D-A-M, dam. Many dams are built during the rainy season so that we can save the water. And the last one is W-E-L-L, well. W-E-L-L, well. See how that lady is taking the water out of the well. So we see mostly that kind of scene in villages. These are all sources of water, which you can see 7. I hope you have written all the 7 in a single line, giving the numbers, sources of water. What are wells? Some rainwater seeps into the ground. Wells are dug to obtain this water. Why are these wells dug in the ground? When you dug the well, it is underground. We can bring the water out, which is underground. We can fill the bucket and we can bring the water out from the ground. So for that we require wells. What are dams? The most important of all recent water storages is dam. It stores huge quantities of water. See, these are dams. And it stores huge quantities, means it stores a lot of water. You cannot even imagine. So many liters of water is stored inside the dams. It is one of the most important storages that we have for water. We can store water anywhere, but dams store maximum water. What is a canal? A canal is a man-made waterway that allows boats and ships to pass from one body of water to another. See, these are canals. This water body is canal. The ships and the boats can pass from one end to another end with the help of this canal. Canal is man-made waterway. It is man-made, man has made it. So, canals are also used for storing water. Let us read one poem. We have got one poem on water. I want you all to read along with me. Water, the most beautiful resource. Water, a transparency you can see. Water, delicious liquid to be drank. Refreshing thing we need to live. We love the water, we care about water. Water, plants need water to grow up. Water, the sky cries and it falls down. Water, rivers, oceans, lagoons and pools. Water, a gift from earth, a gift to you. Water is the most beautiful resource. So here we complete the poem on water. I hope you have understood what is the importance of water and you are not going to waste a single drop of water from now onwards. Now let us see some of the worksheets that we have got. Fill in the blanks. So all of you have to write this fill in the blanks one time in your rough book. Let us see. Number 1. Only -% of entire water on the planet is fresh water. How many percentage of the water is fresh, which is drinkable? I had just told you that only 3% of the entire water is drinkable. I hope you remember the answer. So here the answer is 3. Because only 3% of the entire water can be drunk. Number 2. The water from the rain is called dash. The water that we get from rain is called rainwater. 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 The water that we get from rain is called rainwater. Number 3. Water is collected from the roofs of buildings and it is stored in, where is it stored? In the tanks. But what are the tanks called? Rainwater tanks. That is the full name. Let us write RAINWATER TANKS. Rainwater tanks. Here is the answer. Rainwater tanks. We store the water in rainwater tanks. Number 4. We build dash and dash to use the rainwater. If you want to store the rainwater, where will you store it? I had told you the two most important things which are used for storing the rainwater. Do you remember? Dams and canals. Yes, so let us write DAMS. Dams, and the second one canals. CANALS. Dams and canals are used for storing the rainwater. Number 5. Rainwater also seeps into the ground and is known as dash. The water that seeps into the ground is called GROUND WATER. Groundwater. The water that seeps into the ground is known as groundwater. Number 6. A canal is a dash waterway that allows boats and ships to pass from one body of water to another. So canal is a dash waterway. It is a man-made waterway. As I had told you before, it is man-made, M-A-N-M-A-D-E. We have made it for storing water. So canal is a man-made waterway used to store water. See the 6 blanks that we have done. Only 3% of the entire water on the planet is fresh water. The water from rain is called rainwater. Water is collected from the roofs of the buildings and is stored in rainwater tanks. We build dams and canals to use rainwater. Rainwater also seeps into the ground and is known as groundwater. A canal is a dash waterway that allows boats and ships to pass from one body of water to another. It is a man-made waterway. Then see over here, match the following we have. The options are given, which you can see: pond, river, hand pump, tap, waterfall, tube well and well. So here we have to do match the following with the options which are given. Let us do the first one. What do you think is this? When you identify this, it is a image of river. The first image is river. Can you identify the second image? That is of pond. The second image is of pond. Then number 3. What image is this? What does it show? It is a tap. See, the tap is open. So that is the image of tap. Then this one. This is a kind of pump. It is hand pump. Right? Then this one. What image is it? This is the image of well, which we mostly see in the villages. As I told you, it is a well. Next, the second last. This, you can see the water is falling down from the rocks. It is the waterfall. And the last one which you can see over here, you can see the tube, the water coming out from the tube. It is the image of tube well. So that is a tube well. So we have seen all these images now: pond, river, hand pump, tap, well, waterfall and tube well. Let us solve one more. Match the following. See, the names of the activities are given and we have to match it with the given picture. Here it is given: drinking, bathing, watering plants, cooking and washing clothes. So first one, which activity is this? It is bathing, taking bath. Then the second activity, you identify what is it? We require water for all these activities. It is cooking. The second activity is cooking. Then this one, can you identify what one is this? Washing clothes. It shows washing clothes. Then over here, we are giving water to the plants. It is watering plants. So that is given number 3, watering plants. And the last one, what is she doing? She is drinking water. So that we match over here, drinking water. Now see the last activity we have for today. What uses most of the water? Underline top 3. See, water is used for all these things: brushing the teeth, watering the garden, flushing the toilet, having a bath, washing clothes, washing the car. Where do we use maximum water? We use maximum water for taking bath. We use maximum water for having bath. Then we use for washing the clothes. And number 3 is washing the car. So maximum water is used for these 3 things. Maximum water is used for these 3. Which are that 3? Having bath, washing clothes and washing the car. We require maximum water for these three activities. Thank you all of you for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed and have a nice day.